What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. It is TG. We are back with another video, and I got a special one for you today. It's on the stock Cel Sci Corporation, also known as CVM. I have been a long-time holder in this company, and there is a massive short and gamma squeeze potentially on the way with this stock that you don't want to miss out on. First off, before we start this video, guys, like and subscribe. Join the Discord link in the description below. We had a falling out with the old Discord that we merged with. The other co-owner with me was greedy, to say the least, and just caused a lot of issues, so it just did not work out. We're doing our own thing. We're back on our own Discord, so come on and join. We'd love to chat with you guys, and also like and subscribe means a ton to me. But let's just jump right into this because we love a good short squeeze and a gamma squeeze like we saw with AMC stock this year. One of the most massive gamma squeezes and short squeezes we've ever seen. This stock literally rallied from like $2 all the way up to, oh my God, $72 at one point, and is still hovering over 54. Well, I pronounce and present to you CVM. This stock is trying to cure head and neck cancer and is within days and or weeks of data being released from their 10-year study. Back in May 4th of 2020, their trial had come to an end for their head and neck cancer. This first trial started in 2011 and is essentially looking to have a 10% over the standard of care. If that doesn't make sense to you guys, you're not alone. Believe me, it's very difficult. Essentially, this drug that they're doing is trying to cure head and neck cancer, and they're seeing if they can become 10% more effective than what the standard of care is now. And obviously, head and neck cancer is a very deadly disease, and it affects a lot of people. And this company has been working for, over the past decade in this trial alone, and 30-something years before that to do that. And now we are awaiting the data, and it is coming any day now. And this stock could be a massive short squeeze and a gamma squeeze. I want to show you guys this thing right here because someone put it amazingly, and the website's actually called killcvmshorts.com. You want to read about it. These guys have been in this stock extensively and have really predicted the movement of this stock. We've seen really good rallies. I remember I initially got into this stock a bunch of years ago, around $7 a share when it popped up. Something about 2019, I initially got into this stock. Made some good money on it, flipped it a couple times, but I'm holding now. I've never been more confident on a drug stock in my life than this. I truly do believe in it, and there's a really good scenario playing out that could work just as good, if not better, that some people would believe, than what we saw with AMC. So for those of you that like to kill shorts and get back to the people that are shorting stocks, especially shorting stocks that are trying to cure cancer, you have to be a different type of individual to try to shut down companies that are trying to cure cancer. So I don't feel bad for the shorts if they lose at all. I think they actually deserve to. I think you're a real prick if you do that. But let's go into this. I'm going to be going over what this guy said because he can put it into a lot better detail than I can. So right now the short interest on this stock is 24%. However, there is huge open interest in July calls, and we could experience a double whammy of both a short squeeze and a gamma squeeze. So there are currently over 60,000 out of the money July calls, me being one of them. I have 8 July calls right now that are out of the money, and I also have 3 October calls that are out of the money. So that's 800 shares right there, another 300 shares there that are out of the money. And essentially, if this news is good, which we do believe it will, and this stock, 5, 6, 7, 10x's, not only are all those shorts going to have to cover, because it'll be way above their break-even price, and there will be no way that it will be able to go back down to that break-even price after if data is successful. So they're all going to have to cover 24%. If you actually look at some of the details, right here, 10 million are short. 10 million shares are short right now. So that's 10 million shares that they'd have to cover, plus this gamma squeeze as well. That could be huge. So market makers basically sell options against the underlying stock, and when there becomes too many of them that go out of the money, and the delta and the gamma just absolutely go up huge with it, when a big event like this happens and the stock just shoots up massive, then all these shares have to be bought. So that forces the market maker on the opposite side of the trade to buy more shares to hedge, which in turn causes the stock to rise more. And as the stock rises, that option stock price rises, and the market maker is forced to buy even more shares as a delta hedge, and thus the stock price goes up and up, and you wind up with a massive gamma squeeze like we saw with AMC. So here are the current numbers of CVM stock. 43 million shares total outstanding. 14 million are by the institutions, 7 million from the insiders, 6 million of the market makers who are hedging on delta data, or hedging on data, which could be coming out any week now. And then there's us, the Wallstreetbets or diamond hands, whatever you want to call us, holding the other 10 million. Okay, so 43 million. Out of this, there's only 6 million left that are currently not bought up right now. So here's a little scenario. If CVM rises, share price rises to 75 to 80, then all the near out of the money strike prices would be at 100 delta. Okay, so if you currently look at this right now, my calls are currently sitting at a 42 delta. If the stock rises massively to this price, at least 75 to 80, many people believe that it's going to jump insanely higher, then all of these strikes would be at 100 delta, and 15.4% of the float purchased by MMs during the squeeze, in addition to all of the shorts, the 6 million shares subtracted by the 24% short covering. I say all instead of many because of what, like we said, after data is announced, there will be a 0% chance that the share price drops back to where their break-even price is, considering the fact that stock at the highest point was at 41 during that big Wallstreetbets rally when all the other heavily shorted stocks went up. And the contract to share ratio on CVM is much higher than AMC's actually, which is pretty surprising. More percent of the float is potentially subject to call exercise, and CVM only had 1/10 of the float of AMC. If data is good, this price could spike to over 400. 400. Potentially even reaching 500. Like that's just crazy, because again, it's not just the amazing data that would that make the stock go 5, 6x, 7x, which is what we're expecting, but it's also this massive short squeeze of over 10 million shares that they would have to cover, and then this gamma squeeze on top of that. It would be a double whammy, triple whammy when the data is good. It would be amazing. So Monday, I'm actually hoping that the data doesn't come out so I could actually buy a couple more October calls just to be safe, because I do want 15 in total. We're only at 11 right now, sadly, so I have to buy 4 more. So it'll cost me about another $4,000, or about $3,500 more. But this is huge because this day is coming very soon, and they have a big shareholders meeting on the 1st of July, and a lot of people think that the data is going to be announced before the shareholder meeting because the CEO, who has been very adamant on destroying the shorts, as he said many times in his tweets, he wants this data to come out and just absolutely destroy the shorts. And he also wants to go in front of the shareholders with data. He doesn't want to have another quarter where he goes in front of shareholders and data is not available yet. So I think that the latest date to receive data before a readout is the 28th, and we are at the 27th right now. So we think that it could potentially happen, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the very latest. We get this data readout. So it's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be a massive, massive play. But, do be warned, if data is not good, this stock is a $1 stock. Okay, so you're either going to, 10x your money, you're going to lose it all. There's really no in between when it comes to that. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Like I said, I've been in this company for years now. I think their results are going to be good. And I have good reason to believe that after, their trials had happened and, the trials lasted significantly longer than people had expected. So, it's something to be said when a trial lasts, 2 years longer than it was expected to end. There could be other reasons why a trial lasted longer, but I do believe that this data is going to be good. And the reason that those trials lasted longer is because of the effectiveness of this multi-cline drug. So, guys, a great opportunity. Like I said, I'm giving you guys just simple opportunities. You don't have to take them. You can just sit and watch, but the opportunity is there. You can make a ton of money. You can lose a ton of money. This is not This is not a long-term type of play. This isn't value investing. This isn't fundamental investing. This is, this is a hutch. Okay. Obviously based on research, that we've done over the years, but at the end of the day, none of us know what that data is. We don't look at earnings for this company. We don't look at anything. All that matters right now is that the data of their drug multi-cline is good. If the data is good, this stock is going to rocket like we've never seen before. If it is bad, then I take my big loss, and I'm okay with that because it's part of the risk. So again, I'm willing to take this risk. I think it'll pay off big, but obviously, just take that into consideration. So guys, I do want to know your thoughts on all of this because it is extremely interesting. I think we could see a massive run up as well next week, even if you want to just run up, just do the basic run up of this stock. But we could potentially see something massive, and I genuinely think we will. So let me know your thoughts on all of this, guys. Let me know if you're going to be taking this risk with me, if you're a long-term investor in CVM. But I love it. I believe in it, and I think we're going to do good things. Got another video coming out later for you today as well, but I thought I wanted to share this one first because I think this is going to happen, in the next 2 weeks. So anyways, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye.